boss, his name is Cody Fleming. That's the homeboy. Go home, boy, before you get evicted. We about to get it on. Your boy Josh Harper, the favorite in a row. The real deal, Hill, Daddy Bills is a beast with the mouthpiece. Talk dumb and up on the floor. Tell me where to go. Every week we do this. Hit him with a little bit of sweet chin music. And I only beef over cake like Brutus. The barber and Ann Arbor, M.I.W. Go hard like. Where do we come from? What do we do? Dissect matches and break down moves. You're tuned in to an interlude. When I look into the middle of your mind, that's an interview. Independent, you better get with the movement. We only winning, we never been in the losing. Subscribe to the channel on YouTube and see us on the news. Know that we about to do that. It's going down. This is just another episode. This is the sound of Michigan Independent Weekly Show. We got that wrestling rage. Click on that action page. Forget this mess we made. We just came to bless the stage. It's going down. This is just another episode. This is the sound of Michigan Independent Weekly Show. We got that wrestling rage. Click on that action page. Forget this mess we made. We just came to bless the stage. I wanna rock.
No beat.
It's going down. This is just another episode. This is the sound of Michigan's Independent Weekly Show. We got that wrestling rage. Click on that action page. Get this mess we made. We just came to bless the stage. Welcome to another version of the Independent. We talk about what's going down up in this wrestling business. Hosted by the boss, his name is Cody Fleming. That's the homeboy. Go home, boy, before you get evicted. We about to get it on. Your boy Josh Harper, the favorite in a row. The real deal, Hill, Daddy Bills is a beast with the mouthpiece. Talk dumb and up on the floor. Tell me where to go. Every week we do this. Hit him with a little bit of sweet. Welcome to another version of the Independent. We talk about what's going down up in this wrestling business. Hosted by the boss, his name is Cody Fleming. That's the homeboy. Go home, boy, before you get evicted. We about to get it on. Your boy Josh Harper, the favorite in a row. The real deal, Hill, Daddy Bills is a beast with the mouthpiece. Talk dumb and up on the floor. Tell me where to go. Every week we do this. Hit him with a little bit of sweet chin music. And I only beef over cake like Brutus. The barber and Ann Arbor, M.I.W. Go hard like. Where do we come from? What do we do? Dissect matches and break down moves. You're tuned in to an interlude. When I look into the middle of your mind, that's an interview. Independent, you better get with the movement. We only winning, we never been in the losing. Subscribe to the channel on YouTube and see us on the news. Know that we about to do that. It's go-
Yo, good evening, wrestling fans. You are tuned in at just the right time. Welcome to the Rasslin Rage YouTube channel and Michigan Independent Weekly Facebook. I'm Cody Fleming, the driving force behind the platform and your host for the evening, or one of. With us tonight, hold on one moment, here he is. This gentleman right there. Hello.
It's me.
Yes, the powerhouse of the wrestling world, Jeremiah Goldmain. Always a pleasure to have him here. Hello to you, sir.
I'm at work.
Okay. Hey, nothing wrong with that. And also joining us tonight from over there on a Forklift Podcast.
I'm sorry. Were you saying something? I went back. I reversed the video. I'm jamming to that song all over again.
Is that not a badass song?
That's what a bop.
Right. Thank you. I love that song. But this is Ethan. Tonight, we're bringing you an exclusive preview of the upcoming T.G.i.F.U. event. If you've been waiting for insights and behind-the-scenes tidbits, you're in for a treat. But before we delve in, if you enjoy our content and want to stay updated on all things wrestling, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe to this wonderful channel. It supports us in bringing more of what you love to you. Right? So, all right, let's not keep them waiting any longer. We're going to dive into this here very shortly. But before we do that, I need to remind everybody of a couple things. One, if you're in the Facebook group over on Facebook, you do, in fact, have to give StreamYard permission to display your name. If you do not, then it will not be able to display your name. You know how you can solve that? If you don't want to give Facebook your permission, just head on over to r2youtube.com and watch us there. So I'm there. I'm going to hit this. I'm going to hit a cool little video thing. And when we come back, we're going to start getting into some matches and talking about T.G.i.F.U. going down in Garden City on September 1st. But before we do that, I got to do this.
It's time to talk about Michigan independent wrestling. Tune into the channel, check your internet connection. Cody, Danny, Josh, they're the best at breaking down the matches into each and every segment. Michigan independent wrestling. Tune into the channel, check your internet connection. Cody, Danny, Josh, they're the best at breaking down the matches into each and every segment.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Don't forget, again, smash the thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. Down at the bottom, you'll see there's a nice little scroller that'll give you information to On a Forklift, where you can find them on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Also, For Us Wrestling on their Facebook, Instagram. Check them out. That's where you can message them to purchase tickets in advance, or you can purchase them at the door. $20 for tickets, $20. Doors are opening at 6 o'clock. Bell time scheduled for 6:45. 33729 Ford Road. I got this shit memorized. I've said it so many times. I wrote it down.
I don't. I haven't saved it in my phone.
33729 Ford Road. That's in Garden City, Michigan. Renegades Bar and Grill. So the first match that was announced, well, I'll say, I don't know if it was the first, but it was one of the first two that was put out there in real form. Okay, in real form. So if you don't know, I'm going to put this up here so everybody can see. This is the event we're talking about right here. But the first match I want to talk about is the Trios Championship that is going to be defended by the new Trios champions that are calling themselves the Dub Club of Sam Beal, KJ Reynolds, and Ryan Matthias. This is an oddball group, because KJ and Ryan Matthias throughout the state of Michigan are DTA members. Yeah. And they're facing Tommy Vendetta, Adam Wick, and Aaron Orion.
Better known as
DTA. So this is a little bit different. Are they going to be able to hold on to the titles?
I have no idea.
What do you think, Ethan?
So what I see this is I see that you have the old guard, you have the mentors, you have the mainstays of the Death Threat Army taking on two of the young bucks, plus somebody who's migrating northward to the better.
I don't think we could say young bucks. We got to come up with a different word.
Two of the younger statesmen, if you will.
There we go. I just don't want to get.
I don't want to call them. You cannot call these gentlemen green. They are absolutely fantastic in their own right. They are excellent wrestlers. However, they don't have the combined experience of the gentleman next to them, even though they are teamed with one Sam Beal, formerly of Impact Wrestling Television. The champions are at a disadvantage in this match.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. Definitely in a different situation. I find it very odd because all of them are inspiring to be on the DTA level, and yeah, it's just one of those things, man. It's going to be an interesting match, to say the least.
So this match literally came about because I don't know if you saw the promos. They're not even promos. Those were just, I don't even know what the hell those were. Literally, they went around begging to have a sleepover at, I guess, the DTA camp. I don't know. I don't know, because like I talked with Tommy, Adam, and Aaron about this, and literally, they all live in their own houses. Like, I don't know. I don't know, man. They all live in their own houses.
There is no camp.
So,
oh well, that sucks. I mean, I thought there was a camp. I want a camp.
Well, I don't think they're. They would have to be in somebody's backyard. I don't think they're in Adam's backyard because I don't think he has a backyard.
No.
And I don't know. Aaron looks like a homeowner. He a general.
Oh, he is. He's definitely a homeowner.
He could be in his backyard.
Aaron looks so annoyed in that picture.
He does at all of them too.
Not all five of them.
All five of them.
At all five of them.
I mean, if you had to deal with all five of them, would you not be annoyed?
It's like, I love it though. It's like somebody just took one Polaroid for the entire fucking photo, and Aaron's like, I hate all five of you.
That is good. Well, let's talk about this match here. Boom. Let's just say this one, huh? Best Tag Forever Championships on the line. These are brand new titles too for us wrestling, and we just so happen to have one of the members of the champions of the outset right here, Jeremiah Goldmain, the 24 Karat Lion, Jason, and TP Tom. They're going to be taking on Tragedy Boys.
Really?
Yeah, that's a thing. The flyer's still up.
So here's my question for you on this.
What?
You booked this, right?
Who?
You think you Cody, you know the gentleman that booked this. Do you think that they're just kind of cakewalking through the Best Friends Forever? Like they're just letting them kind of, okay, here, take care of them. They were just dealing with a half-dead guy and some guy who's got a caffeine addiction. Where's your take on this?
Well, my take would be that as like somebody who I'm sorry, Cody, hold on. As somebody who knows the guy who books this shit, the only tag team that won a tag team match besides, me and TP Tom were the Tragedy Boys. Technically.
That is fair.
So, I mean, they technically won a shot, I guess. They have a win going into the new rankings. That would make them number one contenders.
Okay,
that would be my
fair
logic.
enough.
That's my logic.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not very familiar with the Tragedy Boys all that much. Let me be perfectly honest with you. I am familiar with Xander Bennett. Okay, I will say that. And I am a big fan of Xander Bennett. I
love Xander Bennett.
I've been watching his career since he started, which is just recently, you know what I'm saying? But I've known him for longer than he's been wrestling. So that part of it I watched. Is the Tragedy Boys going to be a match that's going to take the limits of outset? I don't think so. I don't think the Tragedy Boys have what it takes to beat the champions.
I'm not so sure on that. I do think the champions are a formidable pairing. However,
TP Tom is a beast, man.
We did see a different side of Xander that we are not used to seeing. The boy next door was no more, and it was the boy in the basement with satanic rituals. He's into the blood, the gore, everything. This last little bit that he's been, before he finished off Jamie Eternal and Alex Van Zant, he was in it to win it. There was nothing that was going to stop him. He even called in support from Aaron. I don't think this match is going to end up being one of those ones where we can look at it and go, oh, that's definitely Outset's got that, moving on to the next one. My advice to the tag team champions, don't look past this match. I do think Outset comes out on top, but I do think that the Tragedy Boys give them a run for their money.
Okay.
Right.
And I go with that. Hold on. I go with that. I agree with you to an extent, but it's easier to be the champions and stay the champions than it is to beat the champions and become the champions.
You do have champions advantage. That is true.
Okay, go ahead, Jeremiah. Sorry, I cut you off.
No, you're good. I was just going to say, obviously, I'm going to whoop Xander's ass. Come on. That's my boy. It's my kid. I taught him everything he knows, but I didn't teach him everything I know.
Right. But that's the match.
Also, fun fact. There's 3 of us on that flyer. You don't actually know which duo you got to prepare for.
True.
So, and fun fact, you've only ever seen 2 of these duos, and one of them we weren't even working together.
These are facts too.
He's just a kid out of the bathroom.
Well, no, y'all know what me and TP Tom bring to the table. Shenanigans.
For sure. Well,
but what if it's me and Sin? Sin's a power. What if it's Thomas and Sin? Are you ready for that? Are you ready for TP Tom and Sin? I don't even know. I don't even know. That's 2 people that can wrestle. I'm just saying. You take me out, like I'm just saying, that could be a beast.
Well, speaking of tag team, not championships, but tag team, right? We have another tag team match.
Yeah, we
coming
do.
up.
Look how quiet you got.
And this one looks like it's going to be oh my goodness. So we have Grim Reality, all right, the Angel of Death, AOD, and Devon Riker taking on the man who's with us right now, Ethan James, and also Anthony Coleman. And I gotta say, I seen the promo, and it doesn't look like Anthony Coleman's none too happy to be your partner.
Yeah, you're kind of just his shot at getting to Grim Reality.
No. See. Ant and I, we are good. Anthony and I are good. See, the name Ant means he's strong, stronger than he looks, and the man looks impressive as it is. What irks me a little bit about this newfound confidence that I have, knowing that my back is covered, I have a problem here. Grim Reality has decided to respond to us in text format. Couldn't even take the time to make a video for it. Not a video response. But they only acknowledged Anthony Coleman, acknowledged this as a family affair, yet refused to acknowledge me. Why is that? Is there some issue with me? You're looking past me just to get to him. And the problem is, when you don't account for what else is involved in the match, you have no idea what I'm bringing. You look at me and you see a small, insignificant part of this, but I'm a wild card. Always account for the unaccountable. That is all I have to say about that.
So I was going to say, I think it's hilarious how you're the tiniest person on the flyer. And your name's the littlest.
So we have a Facebook user asking, is the earth flat or a globe?
It depends on if you ask a sane person or a crazy one.
Depends on if you ask a normal person or Rivera.
I said the same exact thing.
I know.
They're also saying car promos are money.
You're welcome. This ain't a promo. This is an interview. It's way different.
Well, they know who they're talking to right now in the chat, or who's here, right? Because I hate car promos.
I hate car promos too, but sometimes it's what you got to do.
But let's talk about another match.
Oh, that's that. Here you go. That is a number one contenders match, Cody. There you go. Obviously, okay. Yeah. For my bracelets.
Don't get mad.
I'm not mad. So that's what it is. You don't want this to have to be a you and me type deal. That's what it is.
Oh no, Ethan, listen, Ethan, let me.
It's really strange. That's really strange that you would rather face Grim Reality than me.
I don't. Okay. I would really rather not. I'll be 10,000. I'm rooting for you and Coleman. I am rooting for you and Coleman. Like straight up, can't stand those two idiots. Like, they've been nothing but thorns in my side since they arrived at f.u. They have gotten themselves to this skyrocket of stardom off of my back. No. Beat them. Destroy them. Because then I can beat you and get a bigger payday by putting you through a table in November.
Okay.
Ethan James, no one is scared of you. I love you.
That's okay. It's not me that you have to be scared of. I have joined forces with a rather imposing individual.
I'm not a pillow.
Mean he likes you.
Yeah, he don't like you.
No, you saw him at the end of that video. There was a smirk. He likes me. We're good. We're good. Everything.
I think he thinks he can eat you.
I don't think so. You know what? I'm gonna have to disagree with you, Ethan.
You know what? I don't know. You might want to get your eyes checked.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, let's go into this next match. We got a women's match. Not only just a women's match. It's not a 1-versus-1. No. This is for us wrestling. No, we have a women's fatal 4-way. And look at this. We got some of the most top talent from right here in the state of Michigan. We have Rory Shield, Ray Larson, Stella Buho, and Heather Blue. All great, fantastic women talent here in the state of Michigan. And instead of a 1v1, we're going to have a fatal 4-way. It's going to be the shot. Should be a good one.
just a match. This is a showcase of what Michigan can bring to the forefront with women's wrestling. All of these women have faced each other at one time or another and put on fantastic matches. Most recently, we have seen evidence of Rory Shield and Rory Shield and Ray Larson going against each other. Heather and Ray are know each other very well. At Oops All Bangers, Rory Shield and Stella Buho put on one of the best matches of the night, even with interruptions. And let's not forget Stella Buho's current run that she's been having with Randy West, the mom of the area. So this is very telling for all of these ladies involved, and this is a match to watch.
Absolutely.
Everything he said.
Everything he said. Yeah, definitely good stuff here. You know, I know Ray. I've seen some of her. I've seen Stella a couple times. I've only seen Rory once or twice, but I've seen Heather Blue the most out of all these ladies. But I'm impressed with all of them, and it's really hard to call this one. But if Heather Blue brings her style where she just doesn't care and, you know, will do whatever it takes to win, I think Heather Blue is going to come out on top on this one. That's just my thoughts. But this next one is huge. This is a huge match. Okay. Returning all the way from Impact Wrestling, the Jason Hotch. And then we have Orlando Christopher, who is, had very few matches in Michigan the past couple years. But here he is taking on Jason Hotch. This is going to be a clinic.
I don't know how you can look at this card and not go, that's not worth $20. This is worth far more than $20. You're getting a discount just by showing up to this show. You get to watch Impact Wrestling's Jason Hotch taking on a debuting T.G.i.F.U. Orlando Christopher. This is going to be one of the highlights of the night, and a night that is mainly consisting of highlights. If you haven't watched Jason's stuff in Impact recently, take a look at it. This is a high quality match on a card that is already stacked.
Absolutely.
And the way that F.U. goes, it's Renegades. The vibe is bopping in the whole place. Who knows who comes out with a win on this? Don't count Orlando Christopher out of this at all.
Oh, absolutely not. He's veteran status, man. We're talking, 20-something years probably, dude. You know, he's been around. I think him and Nate started around the same time, or he started just after Nate Matson. I could be wrong. I know that he and another Impact star started together, I believe. So when he wrestled under a different name, but yeah, definitely going to be a good match. I'm very excited for this. I'm happy to see Jason Hotch again. I don't get to see Jason, so. I'm glad to see him back in the state. Definitely going to be a good one. This one is very for me, and we got one guy who runs his fucking mouth a lot.
Oh, I know what match this is.
We got another guy who just won a championship, who doesn't lose very often.
Oh yeah. Oh, I know who that is.
Yeah, and the guy cuts a promo and literally
he literally just signed his own death wish, man. It was great. Just put the graphic up. Dude, put the graphic up.
You came after his family.
Probably, I know. He put his kids in it.
His kids, his soon-to-be wife. Like,
so hear me out. Hear me out, because I am trained in calming down volatile situations. Okay, so what I have decided to do to calm this situation down is we're gonna give Murph a mic before the match.
Really? You're gonna give him a mic before the match? So consistently now. So at 2 F.U. shows, so not only at Oops All Bangers did he decide to call my family out while he was on the mic, he has now called out DBA, which I laughed it off. DBA laughed it off while sharpening a knife. So
Yeah, so I'm gonna let Murph address all of this before the DBA even comes out.
I like
What
that idea.
what could
that's
go
big brain
wrong?
moves.
What could go wrong? Nothing. I don't think so.
Is Chip
Well,
going to be making an appearance?
Bro, I've never planned for Chip to be there ever, so probably. Like, we don't have squirrel insurance.
I'm just sorry, but I'm not sorry. You signed your death wish, so anything that comes your way at this point is your fault.
Not
Can we just
only
talk
did he
about-
bring
hold
his
on.
kids into this, he
What
used
happens,
the name.
What happens though, and just hear me, I know he did, he called him by his name, but like what happens, right? And just hear me out. Like, what happens if the reality we live in is the 1 in a billion where Murph does it?
That he actually wins?
If I were you, I wouldn't want to go to an XICW show for a while. That's all I can say.
I don't kind of want to go to an XICW show for a while right now anyways. Not because you shouldn't. You should definitely go to XICW shows. They are great. They're worth your money. Please go. Please go. But I personally do not feel welcome at them right now until, I don't know, until that chaos shit blows over.
Fair enough. Well, let's get into this next one because this one is pretty huge. This is very big here, okay? So we got two guys, a monster and a crazy king. The two guys, Top Gun and Dean Hendricks. I owe Dean Hendricks a super kick to the face. Also, Jamie Eternal, who will be accompanied by Alex Van Zant, also known as by ABZ. And then the one and the only, well, he's not the only, but he is the only crazy king, but he is one of the craziest Mexican deathmatch wrestlers you will probably find. I watched this guy bust a light tube and then stick it into his forehead to cut himself because he just wasn't getting enough violence.
I did not see that, but
I did.
I didn't know any of that, man. Like, listen, have you ever booked a guy while not speaking the language they speak?
No.
Cool. I did. I did. Yep. Crazy King is authentically from the land of Lucha. He's coming. I know that. I don't know what 1 million pesos is. It didn't sound like a lot because I had the word peso. But it's cool. He's gonna be there, and I guess he's a deathmatch guy. So that should be fun. I think it's funny.
I got bad news for you.
What?
That's $59,000.
Oh Jesus! I think I underpaid. No, I don't know. Whatever. We'll figure it out. But that match is going to be dope. I think it's funny because Dean and Top Gun used to be best friends. They beat you up once in a match, Cody.
Yeah, they did. They did do that.
Let's not be hasty here. This is not the same Dean Hendricks that was part of KTB.
No, this guy has short hair.
This guy has short hair. He went through a bricklaying match with Tommy Vendetta. He
ate a pirate ship.
A pirate ship, 2 pile drivers, and then didn't. Am I correct? He didn't give up. The match was called. So
yeah, no,
don't
die, please.
Normally, I would say that Dean would have been that person to kind of looks out of place here, but Top Gun really is the one that looks out of place in this. By the way, this is my favorite poster as well because this, the Nathan Fillion and Ryan Reynolds, like 2 guys, a girl, in a pizza place, like that.
So, fun fact, it's yours. It's Mongo's. It's a lot of people's. Cody had no idea what the fuck this show was. Cody had zero idea that this phenomenon existed for 3 seasons on ABC and sparked like some of the greatest careers in the history of entertainment. It's fine though.
You told me, you were like, oh, it was Ryan Reynolds. I'm like, my first experience with Ryan Reynolds was Van Wilder.
Yeah, pre-Van Wilder. This movie is the reason that we ended up with Deadpool and Firefly, or this TV show. We got Deadpool and Firefly because of this. So
Well,
I think
regardless.
waiting is why we have all that. But
Waiting
Okay.
was after Firefly.
oh, was
But-
it? Oh, well,
yeah.
no. Waiting gave us Ryan Reynolds though more. I
So
digress.
this is the flyer we're talking about. Top Gun, Dean Hendricks, Jamie Eternal, and Crazy King. In a this is going to be. Is there any special steps? It's just hey, let's kick each other's ass or what?
People's Championship. Why not? Number one
Oh,
contender.
Number one contender. Nice.
Why
I like
not?
it.
Why not?
Hey,
I'm pumped. I'm
fuck
about to go watch some 41.
All right. Well,
Like I'm
let's.
stoked. Let's
All right.
just
So
say shit.
I'm not sure I understand this flyer. This is why I'm glad I got you here. So let's talk about this one here.
Okay, so it's a parody of a new show called 2020,
Mhm.
right? Right. So we called it for 2020 because pot, our name has the word for in it, levels. And then it just announces 4 things, even though there's 5 on there, because I can count, Ethan. But
Is that like 100 matches?
no, so that's 4. There's 4 things on that flyer, even though there's 5, because Mongo is allowed to do whatever he wants to any of the 4.
Oh, I thought it was
Oh.
just Mongo's generally on a rampage. Like that
Yeah,
was
no,
because he's
no,
already
he's generally on a rampage, but spoiler, he's going to rampage into one of these 4 things.
okay. Because at one point he looked at me and he did that money thing with his fingers, and I didn't actually know that Mongo knew what money was.
I don't know if he does like fully. I just think he understands it's like a trade tool.
Okay.
I don't know if he
Yeah.
actually understands like value. Like he could give you like $1,000 for a piece of gum. You know what I mean? Like,
Right, because he pointed
I don't
at
think
a
he
table
understands
and did
value.
this, and I'm like, the table's expensive, and then I realized he knows about that stuff too. So Mongo can read and or see visual cues. So now that I know that is what that is, and I'm kind of semi-free from it, I will feel a little bit better.
Yeah, no,
there's
you're
not
good.
many people.
Because what happened was I posted the flyer, right? Or like
Right.
in the group chat, and then Mongo saw it, and he assumed that he just got to pick his opponent off of the flyer, and I didn't want to fight him. So
Gotcha.
yeah, no, a lot like I'm not intimidated easily, but it is often, and you know.
That was a good way to put it. So let's
Right.
let's look. So Mongo's on a rampage, so he can rampage on anything
Wherever
here.
he wants,
All right.
he wants. So what
Okay.
could he rampage on?
All
He
right.
could rampage on the Made Men, making a mad member reveal, right? We've been on the journey with them now for a month and a half as they've tried to find whatever's going to fix their losing ways for us. DeMilo and Forever Young got some bad blood going, right? There's going to be violence there. Monsters love violence. He could go over there. And there's sticks. Dogs love sticks.
Yeah.
I don't know what Mongo is. He could like sticks. Then you have TDG, which is the Dark Gentleman, right? And taking on the Alpha, Chris Moore, right? Who is literally one of the baddest motherfuckers in the state. What up, Dan Edwards? You know what I'm saying? And then you got TDG, who's out here killing it. He's up at IPW. He's the Michiana champion. Like, he's out there killing it. So that match is going to be a banger. I've never seen it. I know it's probably happened, but I ain't seen it long enough to recollect. Both of those guys are literally on their watch me now time. And then you got the congregation. And apparently, according to this flyer, they're going to take us to church. So I don't know if they're performing Hosier's #1 hit single or like, I don't know, man. I don't know what that means. Hosier, dog. That was the name of the band.
I thought it was Hosier.
I thought they pronounced it all French Canadian like Hosier.
I just see a real big connection here between Mongo and rampaging against as many people as he can, and I see the congregation there. Like, I'm not saying you can draw dots to something, but that's the thing I draw the dot to.
I don't think Mongo's ever been to church.
He might take them.
I mean,
I
I
wonder
get,
what the,
bro.
you guys wonder what
I
the
don't
church
know.
of Mongo would be? It's probably just like animal bones, right? Very
Probably.
pagan.
Is that all the flyers? Because I have an announcement.
Well,
No,
I got. There's more. I was just waiting for you
Oh,
guys.
well, I got an announcement because we're on the news segment. So, like, I guess this is a special report.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, because we did the show before I made the flyer because, like, I didn't get the pictures in time. But your boy is, I don't know if you know this, but I go over to the west side of the state often, right? For a little show called f.u.w. Pretty cool. I like it. I like them. They're pretty baller. They're going to be in Lansing, I believe, Saturday. I'll be there. I'll know at 9 a.m. Saturday when I wake up and I check the flyer. It's how I live. It just says f.u.w. in my calendar, so we're covered. But I digress. We're going to have a little match with 3 of their hottest talents. All right. F.U. staple, former People's Champion, the Colonel, LaDon Sanders, will be going 1v1v1 against one half of the f.u.w. current tag team champions, Mondo Real of Real Hype. And then you guys know me. I love big gangster guys. They remind me of myself, you know, like all big, burly, badass. Like, got to walk through the door sideways because we're fucking big deals. And fucking, so I got my favorite, who I think also has some of the best merch out there. So grab his merch on Friday next week. Big Jorge. I like this guy.
I didn't meet him, but I know who you're talking about.
Dog, he just literally punches people in the face with lighters and like brass knucks and hand fillers. He'll throw powder in your bro. I fucking love this guy, dog.
Yes, that's what Jeremiah said. f.u.w. will be in Lansing on Saturday.
I believe so. Check their Facebook because you're a Facebook user. So, anyways,
Independence Pro Wrestling.
But I digress. Yeah, so that's going to happen. We have that, and then whatever you got next.
All right, so let's do this. This is the last one. This is the last flyer. This is the F.U. champion, the great Tiger, takes on Solo. Solo is a fast maneuver. Like, he can do a lot of things really quick, and the Tiger is more of break you down and bring you down a little bit and slow it down.
I don't know, man. Did you see Tiger win that belt?
I did.
Because Tiger was moving really fast. Like, if he can keep that same energy he took to win that belt, I don't know, bro. It's like a Tiger typhoon, dog. Like, power and speed.
It's the cat-like reflexes.
Like, that Tiger, I think, can keep up with Solo, man. But if, you know...
There's also there's a very distinct size advantage here, too, because...
Oh, God,
Tiger has one thing at his disposal. If he does kick it into that extra gear, he can take charge or he can take control of the match as it stands. What he also can do, though, is if he catches Solo, there's no way Solo's getting back up into the air. He's going to have to escape the Tiger. But once you're in the claws of the Tiger, good luck getting out.
Oh, dog. Bro, I just thought of something dope.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. No, it's not dope. Like, I just realized we don't have a number 1 contenders match for that belt.
Oh,
no.
So where are you going with that now?
Oh, man. No. So, like, man, whoever wins, like, I guess there'll be a cool ass announcement after. No, I see you. I see you keep flashing that. I see that. And, like, I could very easily just make the winner of the Orlando Christopher Jason Hodge match, you know, the number 1 contender.
Right.
Or I could do this thing that I have planned. And the only way to find out what it is to be there after the main event when I come out on a microphone and I tell them, no, Cody.
Come on.
Nope.
No. This is what this is called. This is called holding the audience's attention. He's taking the Tony Khan route, but instead of announcing it at the beginning and then giving 17 announcements as to why you're going to announce it, he's letting us know that we need to stay all the way through, which you should anyway, because it's a damn good show. It's a damn good lineup, and there are going to be a bunch of damn good matches.
Ooh, and I'll give you another one too. The winner of the women's match will not only it's gonna do something cool involving rankings, because I've been watching AEW, so I like how rankings work. Because we got to get a women's belt, man. So like, it's gonna put them in first place. You know what I mean? But I feel like I'll have a big announcement for them too after that. Why is Mongo taking everything? Like, I don't understand.
Are you gonna stop him?
I'm not stopping Mongo.
I just wish Mongo would verify that it's Mongo instead of Facebook user. It's more intimidating if it's you saying it and not like some Facebook user.
Well, maybe I don't know if it is Mongo or not, but I can't tell if this says Facebook user. But those are all the matches that we got some tidbits here and there, some exclusive things to know. Number one contenders, and he says it's Mongo.
It's Mongo.
It's Mongo.
That's the best way to put it too.
Yeah. It's Mongo.
Don't hurt me. Please don't hurt me.
Should have just came to the YouTube channel, man. But anyways,
you're real brave when Anthony Coleman's not around, man. That's scary.
It happens.
You got to verify your user ID to StreamYard up in the thing of the video, I think. But anyways, so that's all the matches we have for tonight. Well, not for tonight, but those are the matches we're going over for tonight. This is all going down September 1st. This is on a Friday. It's at the Renegades Bar and Grill in Garden City. Man, tickets are only $20. You can get them in advance or you can get them at the door. The best way to do that is to message For Us Wrestling on Facebook and or Instagram. As you can see down here on the scrolling bottom, For Us Wrestling is available at Facebook at For Us Wrestling and on Instagram at For Us Wrestling. Message us, get your tickets, $20, or get them at the door. It's, again, September 1st, 2023. It's going to be $20. Doors are opening at 6 with a scheduled bell time of 6:45. Jeremiah, thank you for coming back again. Also to half of our friends, because Clinton's apparently too cool to come hang out with us. But on a forklift,
he's currently making sure that footage of Jeremiah getting assaulted is good enough to turn into the courts when needed.
Okay. All right. The Hoochie Daddy, as they're calling him.
Use the Greg footage.
Oh, yeah, there's enough. There is enough.
No, man. It's the best.
It's the best. Well, again, thank you to everybody. Make sure you come to For Us Wrestling on September 1st. We love to see you there. I'm part of the commentary team. Ethan's wrestling. Jeremiah's wrestling. We're all going to be there. It's going to be a great time. We'll see you back here on the YouTube channel for my cool interview with TOV, Tommy Oliver Vendetta, number 25 in the world for Deathmatch Wrestling, 475 in the PWI 500. It's going to be a great time. And there goes Jeremiah. He's going to make money. He's like, I got to go. Ethan, thank you, sir.
Anytime, Cody.
All right, everybody. We're going to get out of here. Make sure you smash the thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe over there on YouTube, r2youtube.com. Make sure you give On a Forklift a like on Facebook. Head over to the YouTube. It's all On a Forklift. On a Forklift podcast. All that.
Follow him. Yeah. Rasslin Rage. If you're watching this on Facebook, click the YouTube link. Go click subscribe on that.
Whatever.
I'm not going to say anything to Mongo. Anybody else that's watching on Facebook, go watch on the YouTube thing. Click the subscribe. He's almost at 2,000. I don't think that there's anything for 2000, but it's pretty cool that when your number changes from the 1 to a 2 at the front and then you start over, like that's a tick with me. Is I like the 000 thing at the end, and then I get to watch it count up again. Go do that for him because it's cool and it's going to be there. And he's like 75 away from it, and you just should, because you should like, you know, independent wrestling. And here's a dude that goes out there and does that, and I do that too. But this is his show, so we're going to talk about him.
All right. Thank you, everybody. You guys have a good night. We're going to get out of here. Later.
Rasslin Rage. Do it now. This is Rasslin Rage. Scream it out loud. This is Rasslin Rage. Cody Fleming is the man who leads the brigade. Let's go down. This is Rasslin Rage. Do it now. This is Rasslin Rage. Scream it out loud. This is Rasslin Rage.